Hello doctor. So we are group 10. We should be presenting about major depressive disorder for our group assignment. So there's a total 5 members in our team. There's Intan Julaika Azeni, Nur Atika Azhar, Nur Aisyah Sazana, Naizainan Manok, and I am Choi So-yi. Okay, so let's start off with our patient information where we extracted from our case study. So she is under a pseudonym. Our patient is under a pseudonym of Nancy. She's a 25-year-old white single woman with attractive appearance. So in this case study, it was described she was working as an editorial assistant in a well-known publishing firm after she graduated from her university, and also graduated as a high achiever. So her personality exhibit before the interview, she shows as like a kind, a very bright and talented person, but her mood shifted at several points, especially when discussing topics that sadden her, especially when it comes to her relationship matters, whether it's friendship or her relationship with her boyfriend. So this concern has alarmed the father, and her father was afraid that she couldn't be successful if these problems will continue to hinder her success in life. So Nancy has explained to the therapy about how frequently she is feeling unwell, feeling upset and feeling down, felt very uncertain with her future and feeling good. She was also self-critical about making decisions. So she would try to minimize any worst possibilities outcome that may have resulted from the decisions that she made. And the therapy has conducted several assessments such as BDI and BIA for depressive and anxiety symptoms. For BDI, she has a total of 21 score, and for BAI, she has exhibit about 25 score, which both of it shows that she is on a moderate level of depressive and anxiety symptoms.
My name is Nur Atika binti Azhar and my metric number is 285178. Now I will continue our group presentation with the diagnosis and justification part of Nancy case. First of all, I will proceed to the DSM-5 criteria and disorders suffered by Nancy in this case. So based on the DSM-5 criteria, Nancy appears to be suffering from major depressive. So in this DSM-5 outlines specific criteria for since MDD, which necessitate that individuals at least show 5 symptoms from a predefined list for a duration of 2 weeks or longer than that. This symptom must indicate a clear departure from the individual's previous functional levels. So the main symptoms include feeling down most of the time, losing their interest in one's enjoyed activities, change in their weight or appetite, excessive sleeping or insomnia, exhaustion, feelings of guilt or worthlessness. There are also trouble in focusing and frequent suicidal or death-related thoughts. So all these characteristics are closely met by Nancy experiences or pervasive unhappiness into her self-criticism and a sense of being stuck in her relationships, all of which have a major influence on her day-to-day functioning. So the therapeutic strategy and action that will be used in her therapy are guided by the diagnosis, which make it very crucial. Next, the symptoms experienced by Nancy and how she meet the diagnostic criteria for the disorder. So basically, Nancy, she battled with MDD is well represented by her symptoms as described in this case study. She reports for feeling sad constantly, expressing a lack of interest in activity that previously brought her joy, and expressing feelings of discouragement about her future. Her moderate depression symptoms, which include frequent weeping fits, early morning awakenings, and a feeling of inadequacy, are indicated by a back depression inventory (BDI) that score of 21. So these symptoms are not merely transient emotions, rather they are indicative of a chronic emotional state that significantly impairs her capacity to carry out everyday tasks. Other than that, her inability to focus and guilt about falling short of other people's expectation full a crippling negative thought pattern that increase her sadness. Due to their demonstration of the condition's hallmark emotional and functional impairment, this constellation of symptoms match the DSM-5 criteria for MDD. So last for this part is alternative diagnosis, and the reason why the primary diagnosis is more accurate than the alternative diagnosis. So in this Nancy's case, the basic diagnosis of MDD is still more accurate, even though Nancy's anxiety symptoms may warrant consideration for alternative diagnosis such as generalized anxiety disorder (GAD) or social anxiety disorder (SAD). So Nancy displays several symptoms associated with anxiety such as tension, trouble focusing under pressure, and a fear of other people's opinions. However, it seems that her underlying depressive state is mostly responsible for these anxious symptoms. In many cases, anxiety can coexist with depression, but in this Nancy case, predominant symptoms such as a pervasive sadness, feeling of wordlessness, and emotional distress suggest that her anxiety is her secondary to her depressions. Other than that, her social and occupational functioning has been significantly impaired, primarily due to her depressive symptom rather than anxiety alone. Therefore, while anxiety is indeed present, it does not independently meet the criteria for a separate anxiety disorder, thereby reinforcing that MDD is the most appropriate or the most suitable diagnosis for Nancy Cates.
Good morning, everyone. Today we will explore the factors contributing to Nancy's health mental health challenges. For the first one is cognitive factors play a significant role. Nancy exhibits a negative cognitive trait such as negative view of herself, the world, and the future. She also uses a cognitive distortion like all or nothing thinking, which fuels her anxiety and depression. Moreover, back cognitive theories support this, emphasizing the link between negative thoughts and depression. The second one is psychological factors. Psychologically, Nancy enjoys avoidant attachment style likely stemming from early childhood experiences impact her relationship. She fears intimacy and struggles to connect deeply with others. Her people-pleasing tendencies and difficulty asserting boundaries also contribute to interpersonal difficulties. Moreover, we supported by attachment theory highlights that impact of early attachment experiences on adult relationship and mental health. The third factor is social factor. Social factors are also influential. Recent life stressors such as her breakup and work demands have likely impacted her mental health. Furthermore, limited social support, particularly due to her strained roommate relationship, may increase her vulnerability to stress. In conclusion, Nancy's challenges arise from a complex interplay of cognitive, psychological, and social factors. A comprehensive treatment approach that addresses these multiple dimensions is crucial for her well-being.
Next is intervention and treatment proposal. The therapists use cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for Nancy. They use CBT strategies which focus on thoughts, feelings, and behavior for Nancy to talk about feeling guilty and cannot turning down others' requests. Nancy also learned to use thought record, which helps Nancy to understand and change her negative thought patterns. It is a useful method for keeping track of Nancy's emotions and ideas about certain incidents. The second one is pharmacological therapy, which is medication. If Nancy fails to improve between 4 to 6 weeks, the therapist will prescribe Nancy with antidepressant, SSRIs, which helps Nancy to feel better by maintaining balance to the brain's neurotransmitters. Next is intervention and treatment proposal. The therapists use cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for Nancy. They use CBT strategies which focus on thoughts, feelings, and behavior for Nancy to talk about feeling guilty and cannot turning down others' requests. Nancy also learned to use thought record, which helps Nancy to understand and change her negative thought patterns. It is a useful method for keeping track of Nancy's emotions and ideas about certain incidents. The second one is pharmacological therapy, which is medication. If Nancy fails to improve between 4 to 6 weeks, the therapist will prescribe Nancy with antidepressant, SSRIs, which helps Nancy to feel better by maintaining balance to the brain's neurotransmitters.
Hi, my name is Noraisha Shazana and I will talk about our reflection. And first, we learn how major depressive disorder could affect daily life concern that social relations, work performance, and general mental well-being. We also figure that cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, to be one of the effective treatment options. And of course, social support is also crucial to accompaniment in the process of recovery from major depressive disorder. And this assignment helps us in revealing many findings such as psychological factors, attachment theory, interpersonal and social factors that need to be considered before intervention and treatment. For our limitation, we have time constraints as everyone is busy and we only have discussion through WhatsApp because we live in different accommodations and it's difficult for us to meet up. And limitations for our group assignment is only based on one case and we might risk in discounting other factors that may influence the result of the study such as social, culture, economy, personality and others' background, and it's not represent the larger population as it is too generalized. And for the improvement, we need to be more frequent or flexible in our meeting schedule as we can use Google Meet, WebEx and other types of communication platform to enable discussion and letting us interact better as group member can give direct feedback. And we can also plan brainstorming sessions or group talks at the start of the assignment to understand our case study better, and we can refer to many cases to gain more insight. That's all from me. Thank you.